Hi guys, welcome to this session in Microsoft Access. In this module, I want to show you how to do an update query that will change the stock levels in a table based on the quantities set through a form. So the table that I want to do it on is this one, products. So when I buy a product, I want this to reduce this quantity in stock. Now, at the moment in this database, I have a form that is looking at the sales details. Basically, it's a form, this one, sales details. So when I order something like 12 quantities there, I want that 12 to be taken off the stock level. Now to do this, I need to create a query, and then I'm going to create a macro and attach the macro to this field in design. So I'll just close that one down for a minute. So I need to create a query design, and I need to add the products table, and then I need to add the quantity from this table, products quantity. Now underneath that, I need to change this first of all to an update query, which I'll do now, update. So underneath this field, I need to get in this update line, activate the expression builder, because what I need this to do is I need to find this table in here, tables, product table, product quantity, double click on quantity, minus the form in this database. I'll come down to forms, all loaded forms. So forms, sales details, quantity. So that's the correct syntax there. If I click OK to that, as it sits at the minute, it's just going to be every record will get updated. I don't want that to be the case. I just want the ones that are equal. Product ID, double clicking on that. And then I need to get on the criteria line of this, go back into the expression builder and set the product ID field for the table is equal to the form. So product table, product ID, that one, is equal to, and then back to the form, all loaded forms, product sales, that one, product ID in here. There we go. So if they're equal, the product ID, do the update. Click OK to that. Now I need to save this as QRY stock update. Click OK to that. So this is an update query. I'll just close this one down. Now I need to create a macro that's going to open that or run that query. There's that query there, stock update. Create macro. Open query. And then select that query, the update query. Query stock update, that one. Don't need to do anything else with that. I just need to save the macro. So I'll call it MCR stock update. Saving that, closing that down. Now I need to attach this macro to a property in the form. So get myself into forms. I need this one. Just open that up. So I need to attach it to this field in design. So get into design. And I'm going to click on that. And then over here, you can see I've got macro 1 attached there. I don't want macro 1. I want to attach this one, stock update. So there it is. Click on that. So after update, it's going to run that update query. And as always with update queries, you do get a warning, so you can cancel it off if you don't want to do it. Like so. Now let me open the table to have a look at the stock levels at the minute. Products. So let's go for this project course. There are 20 in stock at the minute. So if I get myself a new record, I'll select that stock. It says there, look what the stock is, 20. And then if I come down into, if I just press tab to come into this and just type 2, tab, it runs that query. It's asking me, I'll say yes. It's telling me it's only updating one row, which is what I want. I'll say yes to that. Then I'll carry on with the rest of this. Customer ID, and then fill the rest of that in. Now if I close this form down and go back to that table and have a look, it's reduced that to 18. So that does work. Now you might need to create an archive table to make sure you're not losing any data, or you can get back to the original information. It's totally up to you how you do it, but you need to test it so it works for you. But that's how you attach a macro to a property in a form, and that's what I wanted to talk about in this video. So hopefully that was of use. Thank you for your time, and I'll catch you on the next one.